I'm Dr. Stephen Greene. I'm a heart failure cardiologist and researcher at the Duke Clinical Research Institute in the United States. Well, we listed there a few of the key things that give a lot of clinicians hesitation with rapid optimization of GDMT. But I think the first way you have to think about this, you need to differentiate perceived intolerance from actual intolerance or contraindications, absolute contraindications. So the key thing is like hypotension, for example. The key thing to remember is it varies if the patient is symptomatic or asymptomatic. That's just one thing. But the bottom line is, I worry that we have this perceived worry for intolerance rather than true intolerance. And again, yes, clinical judgment is always important, but at the same time, we need to recognize what should our default approach should be. Our default approach for taking care of a HFrEF patient needs to be to err towards simultaneous or rapid sequence optimization of GDMT. Yes, people worry about perceived risks of intolerance, but also there's the actual real risk of withholding therapy among a patient eligible to receive it. There's real risks of omission when our medicines are evidence-based for reducing death, reducing hospitalization, improving quality of life. The risk of not giving those medicines is substantial, and yet we don't really consider that as often as we should. If I could change one thing in the culture of heart failure care, it would be that we be willing to initiate or titrate more than one medicine at the same clinic visit. Our status quo approach of one move at a time, slow and steady, it is fundamentally incapable of treating heart failure with the urgency it deserves. We see what it gets us in terms of the real-world use of these medicines. We see horrendous gaps in use, in dosing, and then also even when we do get people on therapy, it takes far too long. And in the meantime, we're having preventable deaths and hospitalizations because those events are occurring without people getting medicines proven to prevent those events. You know, whenever I talk about starting more than one medicine, some clinicians say, well, I don't feel comfortable doing that. And then I will say, well, then if you can't start more than one medicine today, well, I hope you can have the patient come back in a week or so and get the rest of the medicines on board. And then they say, well, also I can't do that either because I don't have the clinic space. We can't be in this situation where you say you're not willing to start more than one medicine and also you can't see patients frequently. That right there is a recipe for disaster, which is essentially what's going on right now with our heart failure outcomes. We need to agree that the status quo, what we do is start one medicine today, have the patient come back in 3 or 6 months for another medicine. That is the wrong answer. That is the wrong answer. It's never going to get our patient population on combination therapy with the urgency that they deserve. People often worry about, well, I don't have enough clinic space, we don't have enough clinicians to see patients frequently for frequent titration visits. And that's where I again come back with an answer of simultaneous or rapid initiation of medicines. It's easy to say, well, I don't have many clinic visits. Well, I have a patient in front of me today. I'm going to be willing to start more than one medicine, perhaps 2, 3, or even 4 medicines in some cases. Again, prioritizing the low doses. That's practical. The health system doesn't need a lot of visits for that. We can use phone calls to follow up and see how patients are doing. What is more work for the health system is if you force yourself to say, well, I only can start one medicine today, then I have to make a clinic visit for 1 month from now, and then 1 month after that. That if that can be done, okay. But most people, most community hospitals, most academic hospitals also can't support that type of infrastructure. But what you can support is if you have a clinic visit today, just be willing to start more than one thing or titrate more than one thing at the same time. Again, clinical judgment can obviously have a key role here, but we need to have a default approach. The default approach is do more, not do less or do one at a time.